G'day and welcome back to Stiffy's Workshop. Today, to complement my recent tow bar install, I'm going to be adding some trailer wiring to my car using this trailer plug, some 7-core trailer wire and some of these clips. For my source wires, I'm going to be getting power from the left and the right side rear lights, and I'll be running that into the trailer from there. So I'll be splicing into these wires to get my signal. On this particular car, the arrangement is headlights, brake lights, reverse lights, and indicators at the very top. To get started here, I'm just going to bare a whole lot of these wires so that I can get access to them properly. So I'm going to take a whole lot of this sheath off, this outer sheath, and ideally without damaging any of the wires. There we go, now I've got wires all bared out and I can start assigning them to roles. Now based on this Trails R Us listing, Trails R Us, they're saying that yellow is left hand, black is reversing, white is earth, green is right hand, 5 service brakes, 6 stop lamps, and 7 is rear lamps, clearance, and side marker lamps, and that's brown. So what I'll be doing is setting it up this way, and the way I'll be running my wiring is I'll have one wire coming from the right hand side of the car for the right hand turn signal over to the left, and then everything else I'm going to pull from the left hand side, and then I'm going to have like the main run of wiring on the left. So now I've got a good length of wiring. I'm going to take my green wire and feed that through the car and then pop it out where the right hand turn signal is, and I can attach it there. Great, so now I've got my blue wire, which is on the right hand side of the indicator wire, so I'll remove that to get easy access to it, and then this green wire is what I need to attach to it. So I'm going to attach it down fairly low, and I'm going to use one of these connectors. So the way they work is they have this little piece of metal just in here, and when I close this clamp, it's going to drive the piece of metal and join the wires through here. This is my preferred way of doing it because these aren't going to rattle loose. There's no solder joints to break, and I think they're a fairly reliable way of doing it. So that's the method I'm going to use. Great, you can see that one's in that side now. So I'll install the green on the other side, without having it poking all the way through. And then I'll close this clamp around it and push. Great, now those two wires are joined. And now I have power running from the blue wire into the green one so I can activate my trailer lights. And now it's just a matter of replicating for the rest of them. So I'll just be trimming the wires to an appropriate length and attaching them onto the corresponding wires up here. Great, so now that I'm all wired up in here, just got to work out how long I want this length of cable to be. I probably want mine fairly long, just in case I need to shorten it in the future, so I'm probably going to make mine about 2 meters long. I'm going to cut it here and then start putting the plug together. So now for the plug, it's just a matter of putting these wires and lining them up with the corresponding little screw, and then undoing the corresponding screw, screwing it down to the wire and making a good connection. So I just want to get the length roughly right, otherwise I've got to find a whole lot of space for cable that's going to just make life tricky. So got it this way, and now I'm just going to take a little bit of wire off the each end of these and then start loosening these screws and then screwing them back down so they hold onto the copper. So let's do that now. Great, now I think I'm going to work from the middle and work my way out. So I'm going to start with the white one, then black, brown, green, and then go up from there. So I'm just going to loosen off the white one. Great, now all my wires are connected, so I've got yellow to yellow, red to red, blue to nothing, white to white, black to black, brown to brown, and green to green. So that all checks out, looking great. I've got lots of extra coating here for strain relief, so I'll slide that guy down and put the top on the cover. These little locator pins. Press that down. And then finally, to seal everything up, screw this guy down. Let's try that again. That's better, all seals up nicely. Great, now we get to test it. Great, so that's my normal lights. And that is my brake lights. That's my hazards. So I was expecting 2 signals there, but I'm only getting 1. And those are my reverse lights. Right, so we haven't got right indicator. But we do have left. Righto, so I've got to fault trace the right indicator circuit. And with some basic fault tracing, I've got my right indicator as well. Just hadn't made the connection quite right. There, great. Now I've got to tape everything up. And that's trailer wiring. Job done, ready to tow my boat.